This dude needs to be thrown in the rubbish bin. Do you really date rich guys? He's playing you and he's just trying to get a little bit of ass. If these people cannot say these things to my face. There are girls out there who don't like the things that I like. I cannot just be dating someone and I cannot come to you for help. I date guys that are up to my standards. And right now, I don't care about it. I don't care to speak about it. Hello my babies, I'm back again with another video on my channel, and if you're watching this, just know that you are appreciated and God will definitely bless you for supporting his favorite daughter. If you're watching this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. This video is going to be a little bit more different, as you can see by the title of the video down below. I asked you guys to send me some of your questions on my Instagram, and today we will be answering those questions. I've always gotten multiple questions on IG. I've tried doing the ask me anything on Instagram, but I never actually find the time to answer those questions, and also some of your questions are just a bit too intense. So I thought that I could use this opportunity to answer all those questions that people have been burning to ask me. So I had them right here on my phone. I've managed to screenshot all the questions that you guys asked me. I'm not obliged to answer all the questions, but I will try my best to answer as much as I can. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first question says, what foundation do you use? Okay, here goes the makeup questions. I use the MAC NW45. Yeah, the MAC Studio Fix NW45. You can get it at Edgar's at the MAC department. I think it's $480. Okay, so what's in your makeup bag or kit? Really? Is that what you guys want to know? There's actually a lot in my makeup kit. I have a whole big makeup case. There's everything from primer to foundation to concealer to eyebrow pencils, eyebrow powders, lipsticks, setting sprays, setting powder, makeup brushes, different makeup brushes. I would not finish if I had to tell you, and I have different makeup from different brands, but then you guys will see throughout the videos that I will be making and posting on my YouTube channel the type of makeup that I use, because I like trying out different brands and I like using multiple stuff. Okay, this one says, who are you dating? If your question is, am I in a relationship? No. Am I dating? Yeah. I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dating people. Like, I'm living my best single life right now. I think when you're single, you have the right to go out there and explore your options and date, go on dates and, you know, do what you gotta do. It's a hot girl summer, so it's not a hot girl summer. Where did I get that from? Okay, are you or Tjimbundu? What is that? Am I Tjimbundu or Tjimbundu? Am I Tjimbundu? I think it's a tribe, an Angolan tribe, but I'm not. I'm hetero. My surname is Tjimbundu. Yeah. People always confuse that, but that's not the case. This one says, always be you. Thank you. I don't have another choice but to be myself. Oh, in case you guys are wondering, I got this cover case from Young Fashions Boutique. It has really nice, cool cases, so you guys can get yourself one. Most of these are just like compliments. Hey girl, love your style. Where did you buy the orange pants? Okay, the orange pants I'm assuming is the one that I posted. Roberto Scholz made it for me, my best friend. He made it for me. Okay, I actually stole it from his closet. What do you use for your skin and face? Love you, you're my inspo. I use nothing, to be honest. I try sometimes to have like a skincare routine sometimes. I believe, because I use so much makeup, I believe in scrubbing or like just going for facials like once in a while, not all the time. I just try to get rid of the dead pores and whatnot. I like to scrub, and I really am big on moisturizing, because I used to think my skin, I didn't know I have like combination skin. So I have oily skin sometimes, and then sometimes it's dry. So I used to just wash my face and then just go about my day, but that was because I never used to wear makeup. I was still in high school, but then when I started wearing a lot of makeup, I realized that I was really damaging my skin, and when you don't moisturize, you cannot repair the skin cells, whatever, skin pores, you know, those terminologies. But yes, I'm very big on moisturizing, so I believe that I always moisturize and I scrub. So when I know that I've been wearing makeup for quite a while, I like to scrub and I always moisturize before I go to bed. Next question says, a guy says he can't see us being anything more from talking, but he can't let me go. WTF. Okay, so I did ask you guys to not just ask me questions, but then you guys can also send in some advice that you are seeking. And with this statement or question or piece of advice, or I don't know what to call it, but the advice that I can give you is that this dude needs to be thrown in the rubbish bin, because he's playing you and he's just trying to get a little bit of ass from you. So obviously, if someone says they just want to talk, if people get together, it's either one or the other thing. It's either you guys are going to be in a relationship or you guys are just smashing, right? So if a guy comes to you and starts talking about, you know, I really like you, but I don't really want anything right now. I don't really want a relationship right now. Or we can just see how things go, and you're 6 months into this situation and he still wants to see how things go, or he just is not ready for a relationship. This guy will make you be in this situationship for even 2 years and not claim you as his girlfriend. So if you want to be safe and survive, like prevent a heartbreak that is going to happen, you need to walk out now, unless you're okay with being a piece for the night or sometimes or occasional piece. Okay, I hope that was good advice. Why are you so beautiful? I don't know. Ask my mama. Where did you study? I'm actually still studying. I study media studies. I am specializing in radio production. I am doing this course at the College of the Arts. I'm currently doing my 2nd year. Wish me luck. From which village or constituency are you from? My mom is from Oshinene. My dad is from Omaruru. That's all I can say. I'm not big on a village, and it's not my fault because I grew up with my grandma here in Windhoek, and my mom barely goes to the village. She barely takes me to the village, so I don't really like to go to the village. Yes, I'm sure a lot of people are here looking at me like, oh, what type of black person are you that does not like to go to the village? But it's I'm not a village girl. Do you really date rich guys only? Okay, let me just tell you guys, because I know a lot of people like to say this about me. I believe that every guy that is hitting on a girl needs to size up the girl that you're trying to hit on. You need to look at the girl and decide for yourself, like, okay, cool, is this my type of person? Like, it is okay. It's okay to have a preference, I believe. I'm not saying I date rich guys only. No. I am not rich myself, so I cannot say I date rich guys only. I date guys that are up to my standard. The standard that I can reach, he must reach too. If I can go out and pay my dinner or buy myself a bottle of wine, I believe he should be able to do that too. If you look at me now and you see, I'm not, there are girls out there who don't like the things that I like. I like to do my nails. I like to, I have multiple hairstyles, wigs. I wear expensive weaves. I like nice clothes. I like all of these nice things. So the moment that I date someone that is not up to my standard, my own standard that I can reach, like it's my own standard. If I can do something for myself, I believe you should be able to do it too, and do it for me too. I don't believe in living off a man, but I believe that as a guy, you need to be able to, just come through for a girl when necessary. I believe, you need to spoil your lady however you can. Be it that it's recharge card level, be it that it's, I don't know, transport, You know, like some girls like to use guys for transport. Some girls like to use guys for a meal. Some girls like to use guys for something. But I'm just saying, like, I cannot just be dating someone and I cannot come to you for help, because I know that I do a lot of things for myself. So if I'm in a relationship, I need to be able to rely on the person that I'm dating. So I like it when people size up the people they're about to hit on. So if you know that, okay, cool, this girl, she looks like her on herself, she spends a lot. So I should just go for what is meant for me. Don't be mad at girls that date a certain type of guy because that's what they feel like doing. That's a preference. Just like some people say they don't like dark-skinned girls. Some people say they prefer light-skinned girls. Some girls say they like short guys. Some people say they like tall guys. Some guys don't like girls with bellies. Other guys don't mind. Like, everybody has the right to have their preference. And all I'm saying is I date people that I feel like are my standard, meaning who are my preference. I hope I answered your question. What is your biggest dream? My biggest dream is just to be genuinely happy, like in all departments, of my life. I want to be able to find love and just be successful. I think one of those two things, if I find love and I'm successful and my family is healthy, you know, life can never be perfect, but just like the things that money can't buy and things that, you know, that I can be proud of myself, those are the things that I want to achieve. And I mean, that's what would make me happy. Do you really enjoy being a presenter? Is that what you dreamt you would be doing when you were a little girl? Yes, actually it was. Of course, when I was starting school, it was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor, because my grandmother said I can potentially become a doctor. But the older I got, I remember my mom works for the NBC. She's in current affairs and she does editing and directing, whatever. She's more on like behind the scenes, the technical side. So I always used to tell my mom when I was in like primary school, I was like, oh, I really want to work on Friends Special. I remember I used to tell her I want to work on Friends, but she never took me serious. She was like, focus on your school. Like, okay, cool, whatever. Or I'll let them know. Or I'll let you know, I'll talk. Like, she never took me seriously until a time I was in grade 11 when I was on TV for the first time. I was in grade 11 and I co-presented on school grounds. And how I convinced my mom is I took a video of myself presenting and I used to make voiceovers on her phone, like reading from magazine pages. And then only she was convinced that I actually was gonna make a good presenter. So yes, I've always wanted to be a presenter and I really do enjoy doing it. It is something that I want to continue doing and hopefully be as successful as my role models. Yes. Have you ever been body shamed before and how did you deal with it? I think everyone has been body shamed before. I mean, I don't take it seriously because it has taken so much time. You know, when you're going through puberty and you're still in school, it's like you look at other people and look at yourself and, you know, people make comments about you and you just, it's not an easy period of time. So it took so much for me to learn to love myself, you know, see all the good things about my body, not compare, because I feel like everyone has their own struggles. I struggle with my own insecurities. Everyone else has their own insecurities. So I think the best way is just to have self-confidence and believe that you're beautifully made by God. So I deal with it by not letting people's opinions get to me, because like if I was gonna let people's opinions get to me, I would have died a long time ago, committed suicide or something. I try my best not to let it get to me, but I can't really give you advice on how to deal with it. Just love yourself and be confident. How old are you? I'm 22. I'm going to be 23 in October. So yeah, I'm quite young. I'm sure a lot of people don't know that. How do you make money? I make money in so many ways, hey? Mainly from my job. I make most of the money from my job. I work obviously for the NBC, so that's my main income. And I always like to do like extra stuff. Like I had the creative culture where I was making wigs. I was doing makeup at some point. I make money from ambassadorial jobs, like I promote for Divine Virgin Hair Boutique. I'm now working with Geico Subscription Salon. Just so many people that want me to advertise for them on my Instagram. Actually, a lot of things I don't just post just because I want to post. It's because I'm actually making money from it. Like people pay me to post things about their businesses or their companies or their brands. So I try my best to make money from so many different things, but mainly it's obviously from my job. Okay. Oh, some of these questions. If you could bottle anything about you, what is that one? What the hell? No. Okay. What do you apply on your Brazilian hair? That is a weird question. If it's curls, it's conditioner. If it's straight or wavy, it's serum or silicone. How did you and Salma become friends? Ooh, that is a interesting story. Actually, I've always known Salma. We've known each other from social media, but we were just like never friends. But we knew about each other. Like we would always like holler at each other when we see each other. So there was a point in my life where I was studying marketing management, and Salma and I were studying at the same institution. I was going to the gym. We both had class, but I was first year, she was second year. We were both coming out of class, and then I met her. I think it was her birthday that day or the day after. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was that day or the day after, but it was her birthday, or it was gonna be her birthday. So I was walking out of the school, and then we were walking out together, and I was walking towards like town to go to the gym. And then she was like, no, it's she's on her way to the bank. I should walk with her to the bank. And while we were in the bank, she was telling me that no, she's having lunch with someone and I should come with her, and she's having a birthday dinner the next day and I should also just join her. And so I was like, okay. I mean, you know, it was free food, like she was gonna pay for my lunch. So I was like, you know what? I don't mind someone paying for my lunch, you know? So we went together to town, and when we had lunch at Street Cuisine, and then after we had lunch, we had lunch with this other lady. I'm not gonna disclose her name, but then she wanted to have a photo shoot the next day. So they were meeting to talk about the photo shoot. So when she saw me, she was like, no, you should come to the shoot too. I think you're gorgeous. I think you should come to the shoot too. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So the next day, Salma and I both went to the shoot in the morning. And then after the shoot, we went to the birthday dinner. So after that encounter, from there onwards, you know, they would just invite me. She would just invite me casually to like some of the stuff that they would do with her friends. The stuff that she would do with her friends, she would invite me. And also like the other friends in our circle, I also met them on different occasions. But I think through Salma's birthday dinner is how I became friends with her and everyone else. So that's how we met. Or that's how we became friends. What are the requirements of becoming a TV presenter? There's no requirements. You should be able to just be well articulated and be able to think on your feet. And also, if you want to do more than just being a TV presenter, you need to study for it. I think if it's something that you like, obviously you're going to practice by teaching yourself. I taught myself how to be a presenter. Yes, I was given the job, but I had to teach myself, because at some point you need to be a bit more faster, you know, think on your feet, not make mistakes, be able to read from auto cues, be able to memorize lines in your head. So everything takes practice. Are you really engaged? No, I'm not. It was just a joke. I'm not engaged. Where do you buy all these beautiful clothes? I buy my stuff from different places. I'm not really picky about where I buy my stuff. Like I order them from boutiques, online boutiques. If I see something I like somewhere, I buy. It doesn't matter if it's Mr. Price or if it's Edgar's or if it's Zara. It doesn't matter. If I like something, I buy it. I don't discriminate. As if it's cool, I like it. If I like it, I'll buy it. How do you keep your tummy so flat? My tummy is not really flat. Yeah. Yes, I do have a different, I'm shaped differently. I have a big bum, tiny waist, but I don't really have a flat tummy. But when I take my pictures, I know my angle, so I try to breathe in and take the picture and then breathe out. So, but I do try to maintain my weight. Sometimes when I see that I've gained a lot of weight, I just tone down on the food, cut off certain foods like for like 2 weeks, and when I feel like I'm looking a bit, you know, less bloated, and then I'm back again on the food. How do you deal with the social media bullying and comments? I just don't. I don't deal with it. Like, I've told myself, if these people cannot say these things to my face, then why should it matter? Because that means that whatever happens on social media is not real life. That's not real life. People hiding behind their computers and behind their phones to bully someone online is whack. So I don't deal with it. I just ignore it and move on from it. It was actually very difficult in the past because it's new to you. You don't know why people are so mad at you, or why people expect you to be perfect, or people judge you for each and every single thing that you do, as if the rest of the world is not living or doing the same mistakes as you are. But then you just decide not to deal with it because it's not real. Like, it's not real. These are just the opinions of people, and they feel like that's a safe place where they can bully you. So you just decide not to deal with it because it's not important. Like, as long as you're eating, you're breathing, you got money, you got a roof over your head, your family is fine, everything else is fine. Why should you care about people that you don't really even know? So I really don't care about any social media bullying. It is a difficult thing because at some point it can get to you, but I try not to deal with it. Do I have kids? No, I don't have kids. I don't plan to have kids anytime soon either. Within how many years do you plan to get married? By the grace of God, hopefully like after 30. Like, that's good. I'm good. After 30, I can get married, but right now, it's not in the plans. Do you apply makeup every day? No. Do you consider trying out braces for your upper teeth? I was expecting that one. No, I don't consider getting braces at all because I do not like braces. I've always had the opportunity to get braces when I was in high school, but I did not want to because it's not something that I want to do. I feel like you guys or people out there have a problem with how I look like or how they look like, but that's not me. I don't want to get braces. If I make $1 million one day, or if I can afford to just get new ones, I'll get new ones. But for now, I'm good. So I'm not gonna get braces or anything. So one day when I make a lot of money, I'll get them fixed rather, but I will never wear braces in my life because it's just not my style. It's just not something I want to deal with. I just don't think it's for me. So no, I am not getting braces, or I'm not fixing my teeth anytime soon, guys. Please don't leave no funny comments under my pictures and stuff. I don't plan to fix them. How did you feel and handle the story of the guy exposing you for sending pictures just to get a car? Ish. How do I feel? How I felt like it was like the dumbest thing that has ever happened, and it's crazy how much it trended and how much of a big story it was. The only thing that upset me about that story is because it was people calling my mom, you know, everything that happens, like all this bullying and social media trolling, it doesn't bother me at all. But the moment that these things start affecting my family or people that are close to me, like obviously you don't want your mother or family members to be hearing these things about you, or even whether it be true or false. You just don't want them to, it's almost like being a kid and someone calls your mom or the neighbors call your mom and complain about your child did this or your child did that. You don't, your parents don't, obviously you don't want your parents to hear stuff like that. So the only thing that bothered me is the fact that my mom had to answer questions for me. She had to deal with it with me. Family members had to know about, you know, this whatever situation. I think that's the only thing that bothered me so much, and the fact that my phone was blowing up for a whole week, and it was horrible, obviously. But right now I don't care about it. I don't want to speak about the issue. I don't want to explain myself to anybody. People don't know about it. They don't know the truth. You know, it's twisted. It's an evil thing that someone could do. But you know what? The internet remains the internet, and it remains undefeated. So, you know, people will find ways to make you look bad just because I am me. If it was anybody else, it would have never happened. But you know what? We live, we move on, we learn. You know, it's life. Life happens. How do you maintain your body weight? I don't. Like I said, I just try to cut off on some stuff when I feel like I'm gaining weight a little bit, and then I like just to keep in shape. But maybe hopefully one day I can go back to the gym when I have the energy. How do you deal with stress? I just try to isolate myself a little bit, because the noise of the world and, you know, being around people too much, is like you don't get time to listen to yourself, because there's too many opinions around. There's too much activity around. You don't get a chance to sit with yourself and just breathe and zen. So I try to isolate myself and just, you know, go back and be like, let's start over again. How do we deal with it? How do we solve it? You know, if I need time to myself, I just, you know, home is always a comfort place. My mom is always there for me, and my family is always there's always good energy with my family, you know, because I feel like that's my safe place. That's where I'm more relaxed. So I just try to isolate myself from the world, and that's how I deal with stress. I think those are enough. I think I've read most of the questions. I've answered all your questions. Most of them are just compliments, and they're so sweet. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave comments below if you have any suggestions on what I should be doing more often, and if you want more of these interactive videos, you can just leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. God bless you, and see you in my next video. Bye.